My father once told me, find the type of love that becomes like oxygen, food, and shelter, and water. Find the type of love you can't live without. He said that when I was 9 years old. By then, hadn't had a relationship yet. By then, wasn't even in the US. I had bigger things to worry about than a relationship at that time. Like war, schooling, government, corruption, food, helping my siblings. But then as I grow older, I go through relationship after relationship. Boys, girls, trans, different people, different places. But the result has always been the same. You see, I have been taken part in the deciding factor in my relationships. Now I'm not gonna lie. In those relationships, I have cheated. I have lied. I have ghosted people. I have argued. But that, to people, makes me a bad person, or I'm not lovable. You're wrong. Because whoever had the phrase, whoever coined the little slogan, once a cheater, always a cheater, once a liar, always a liar, whoever coined that phrase, I hope ended up on Dateline, or 48 Hours, or Fatal Attractions, or was killed by their loved ones. That's not the case with me. It took 12 years. 12 years. Dozens and dozens of relationships. Now, I'm not a fuckboy by any means. I get myself into relationships because the person, male or female, non-binary, who cares, is broken like I am. So, being broken myself, I get in relationships to try to bond, try to heal them so that it heals me. But then, that's beyond the phrase, two wrongs don't make a right. We both, over the years, have had broken dynamics. No matter what relationship I get into, we don't know better. We know right and wrong. But we are so manifested in the darkness that it tears us apart more than life already has. But 12 years, and then now I can succumb to a full circle, where now I found my soulmate, I found my loved one, I found my lover, I found my future wife, I found my everything. I found my queen of spades. Now this is more of a direct cryptic wisdom, but it still relates. You see, I've been scandalous and I've done whatever it takes. I've made sacrifices to try to make myself happy as well as make the other person happy. That's that unorthodox love. But through it all, the people can talk about what true love really is, just like people can talk about the meaning of life. In my opinion, true love is everything mutual. Because everything that makes up a relationship has to be both ways. So true love is just everything mutual. Honesty, loyalty, trust, affection, sensuality, lust, desire, passion. But who I have now, my entire life I've said it. I'm incomplete. I'll forever be complete. I'm not made to love or be loved. The phrase, I love you, didn't measure up. I felt it, but not completely. November 27th, 2020. Towards the end of this pandemic, I found something better than a vaccine. I found someone that loves me for who I am. I found someone who doesn't care about my flaws, about the darkness in me. Who doesn't care how violent I am because it's justified towards others and not her. I found someone who supports me. I found someone who has kids, and now I have a second chance at being a parent. I found someone that I can build a kingdom with. But through all this has all been worth it. Because I will never regret or apologize for my previous behaviors, but seeing it through, me and her, we argued. I ran away. I came back. Another problem arrived. I left again. I came back. I left. I came back. I left. Because to me, it's not a sense of perfection. There is no perfection. But I felt that every argument was the beginning of a downfall. My mother would argue with my father. That led to divorce, which led to death for him. My entire family has been torn apart to a sense because of arguments. Not just in general, but arguments about behavior. But every time it's different. You see, insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results, which makes my love for her insane. See, one day we're arguing. I almost break her window. We end up in the car, going for a drive. We come home and I cuddle next to her. Another time, I go to the psych ward to figure out myself. I come home. I go to a motel. We have our moments of fun. We end up back at the house. Life's perfect once again. You see, the more I make these mistakes, the more I realize what I have in life. You see, and I said it in this past Cryptic wisdom, I will fight tooth and nail. I will take a bullet. I will take a knife. I will jump in a combine. I will take a chainsaw. I will take a sword. I will jump in front of a bus. I will jump in front of a train, in front of a plane, jump in the fire, put my hand in fire, for anyone I love. I will take the bullet for anything and anyone I love. And I will fight tooth and nail and do whatever and anything that it takes to make sure she's happy and we have a future. See, there's so much of this that I've divulged and figured out, so the rest of this will be for cryptic wisdom later on. But for my queen, you are the one I want to spend the rest of my life with. You are the one who's had my back more than anyone has. I tell you about the questionable stuff I do, how I think, how I feel about the world and life and the events in it, and you're still there. You don't let the fear of the darkest side of me affect you. Everyone else would dip when they found out how violent I am, even though it's not direct to them. You know how dark and sadistic I can be. You know the illegal shit I do on a daily basis. You know how I feel about humanity. You know how fatalistic I am, how I think, how I act to an extent. You don't know enough, but you do know enough to be able to put up with me. And there will always be that voices in everyone's head that pops up, especially my burdens being real, that will interfere and say he's going to do this, blah blah blah, trying to ruin our lives. If that's the case, let me ask you this. If anything that's said about me that I've been doing scandalously is truthful, let me ask you this. What does the ring speak more truth than the people, or do the people speak more truth than the ring? Now, anyone can say, oh, ring doesn't mean I propose, but for someone like me, who's not materialistic, who doesn't believe in that idea, especially how quick I got engaged and whatnot, she gives me so much in life that I didn't have before from anyone. My confidence is boosted, and my confidence was already boosted in general, but it's a different kind. I'm content with life. I'm satisfied. I can tell her anything. And case in point, our love life. I have that passion relit. I have the desire to be me. I can be myself. From night till day. From day till night. 24 hours a day. 7 days a week. 365 days a year. And I don't have to regret a damn thing about me. I don't have to have any insecurities in my body, my tattoos, my hair, how I speak, how I think, where I'm from, my gender, my sexuality, anything. Now, I am a questionable human being. I'm not good, I'm not bad. But everyone in my life who's had problems with me can say I've done all these bad things, and they can say they wish I was dead. They can throw these insults that all they want that I've heard since birth. So people can try to talk and talk and talk. But at this point, it's best to just stay silent. Now, I'm not going to be the type to offer to fight. Because if you know me, I fight when I need to, not when I have to. But if you want to talk or wish harm, think about this. It's not Aladdin. The only thing that can harm me is right here, is my own mind. But think about this. If people hate me now, they're going to hate when me and my queen, we have our kingdom. Because over the next years and decades until we die, I will have exceeded everyone's expectations within love. People will keep doubting and doubting and doubting and making assumptions or pulling all these blind spots with their words. They're going to keep doing that till they pass on. I'm going to be wherever in my next life. they're going to be in hell. Hopefully. Because now I can be myself. I can say I love you and not regret just an ounce of it, or feel just an ounce numb to it. I don't have to fake a smile. I don't have to fake laughing at a joke. I am fully released myself from any numbness or any agony that I have. I have no paranoia being in a relationship, being engaged, getting married, having kids. I am fully within the aspects and comfort zone in my life that I am fully happy with. I am completely satisfied with life. Now it's cliche to say I wish I found her sooner or whatnot, but I don't. I wish I found her now, because she helped me overcome so much. Not to say I can't do it on my own, but I allowed her into my life, into my heart, into my soul, into my mind. And for that, my queen, I love you. And to all the haters, to all my past burdens who still want to talk mess, if you want to make jokes, then our kingdom of spades, we're looking for a few jesters. And if not, shut your mouth and take the guillotine. Grit your teeth.